All right, y'all, May 12, a little more progress, obviously. You can start to see the progress now. Yeah, it's waiting for the cordless to charge up. I got to drill and wire the throttle pedal yet. I got a fitting here. I get this tab is already threaded for this little brass fitting here. Right, and what we're gonna do is weld this right here. We'll just weld that right on there, and then we'll run the brake line stuff. We drill the end of it out, this bit of it out, and run it right through, and we'll run it right up near the pedal, you know, and then loop it through with our little non-crimping cable stop, right? So all this is done. Everything's drilled and wired up in here. Everything's done. We have all the, that's right, Wild Bill. We took all the springs out. No springs in the back either. So tomorrow I just got done tapping out the lids a little bit bigger because that brass fitting, you know, it's not the same as the tap, right? I mean, the brass fitting, the diameter starts somewhere right down in here. So you've really got to open that up from the little red plastic square knob plug that they put in there to get the barb fitting to go in. We cut the fittings down a little bit too. And then we'll go ahead and once we get the brakes bled out tomorrow, we'll flush a whole bunch of new fresh fluid through each system at a time, and then we'll go ahead and put our Y on the top, run us a little piece of line, little fitting, and something like this here on the top. We don't use, you know, we don't use the Brembo remote reservoir anymore because it's got a bellows. It allows you pressure to suck that bellows down just like on your car, right? But it doesn't allow atmosphere, so it doesn't. In my opinion, it didn't work. It didn't work right. So we need a free to the atmosphere master cylinder, and without it spilling or spuging all over you. So that you guys know how we do stuff here. This is just another step in the process of we're getting, you know, we're getting it done. We're getting real close to you know, the last few things now. I have a new steering shaft. This was just mock-up. Obviously, it used to be the steering wheel was unreachable. It was so far away from you. So we moved the speed up close. We shortened these up and then went all the way out as far as we could go. I think once you get the family jewels as close as you can, the steering is okay. I might even take a piece of the aluminum we had left over from making our that's right, our angled hub for the zip cart, and we could just put that right on. We could just drill that bad boy right there and put it on, and go with it. So I think we'll do that. We'll just add that to the list of 5-minute jobs to do, right? But that's it. She's coming around. I added some nut bar. There's 7/8 tubing with 1/8 inch walls. Pretty heavy stuff, kind of like this here. Kind of like the DOM, a little thicker than a DOM actually. It was like this stuff here. And it's really heavy wall tubing. And it was 7/8 outside, which fit inside. We had another piece of 1 inch to go on. Why didn't you weld it, Robert? Why didn't you weld and weld? Well, because now the bottom half and the plug can come back out, and this was the original nut bar. This was the end of it right here. We can drop it right back down and put a skinny little guy like Sean in it, or Kenny, somebody who's thin that doesn't have the aerodynamic bubble of the RPM factory drivers. Right, Richie? That's right. So yeah, it's coming around. Everything's looking good. Tomorrow we get brakes bled. Once we have brakes, then there's no reason not to hook up an auxiliary fuel tank and just throw some gas and oil to it. But I want to get this hold down or what do you call it? Come on, guys, give me the word. Perch, throttle cable housing perch here, and it would be nice to get a cable on it so we could just rock and roll it from down here once we get it started. But that's it. The seat will be the last and biggest bit. We decided to put the old nose that was on it back on and just cut everything on the top just right off. It's just to get us out to Grattan for June 6th, the Monday test. We really want to get this car there to shake it down, so it doesn't really matter what kind of nose cones on it, because we're gonna, like I said in that other video, we're gonna make all red nose and sides and stuff for this thing, and maybe even make a spare panel for the engine side for Sportsman pipe or Yamaha open pipe. So that's it, guys. Done for today. It's 7 o'clock. Beautiful day. It's got to get the guys itching for June 6th. I know I am. I'm as fat as I am and uncomfortable as I am in my own skin. This kind of weather just gets you in the mood, man, to go turn left. Perfect racing weather today. The breeze didn't feel warm. It didn't feel cool. It was, man, it's perfect. Perfect. So we're looking forward to a day like that on the 6th. To hang in there, we'll get this thing knocked out and get her ready for the racetrack. Hang in there, you go. We're praying for you. It'll get better.